I just, you know, I thought it'd be smarter to get all my ducks in a row and put all these texts in a book format. Talking about she was talking about moving to Idaho, and then talking about moving. Hey, also Amy's mom been talking about moving South Dakota, and then talking about shared custody. If we all moved to different states, how would we do having the kids? 3 months alternator or 6 months? And then this one just talking about custody. She said obviously lawyers need to be involved. Elijah Ethan wanted to wish Emily a belated happy birthday longer service. She said, I know, instead of the word mother, it meant to say neither. I know neither you or I would be okay seeing the boys for months at a time. For not seeing the boys months at a time. But here I am 4 years later, not seeing you guys. And I said, I'm just asking what you're thinking. And then she said, visitation is a term used for parents who visit. It is different than custody. We, meaning me and your mom, have custody order in place. It is something that requires legal counsel. Also, Tony, I would not consider working any change of custody without legal representation, witness, and our recording. Although I wish I could trust you, I realize I cannot. So to recap, I won't be moving without legal counsel due to the custody situation. It may not work until 4 years. And then this was me asking her, we're all going to South Dakota. Maybe you can work with me. And we were going to all take a trip to South Dakota to go look. But I think that was when we went to, what was it? Wildwood? Or, I don't remember. Well, anyway, I'm talking about pitching and then I was going to refinance the mobile home and help pitch in $20,000 to $30,000 to buy her house either here in South Dakota or wherever she was thinking. And then she said, as far as court and child support, I have them half the time. So your this was me talking. So your child support would go from what you think is $1,000 a month to $500. The other thing is you can pause this and read if I go too fast. But I don't. All my jobs are above the board. I'll let you guys read that. In this one, I'm trying to live and work with you. That is why I gave you $2,700 for gas. So you could take Ethan to Cedar, stay with his friends. Last year I worked about 5 months as far as court. And I told her to look at your hours from them. This is all back then. I'm trying to work with you for their sake. This is only about 2 more years before Elijah's 18. A little over 3 years before Ethan. So stop plotting to take me to court. She literally would only get about $12,000 more if she would have taken me to court. Just in child support. But you told Elijah for me to get it from the accountant, this Social Security number. The other thing is she claimed you guys the last 2 or 3 years, and I was supposed to be claiming, but I mean, I'm not going to fight that. No big deal. I just wanted to point it out. I needed it. Talking about Social Security. Needed to claim Ethan. Fine, you have the Social Security cards. I'm his father. Should be able to get his Social Security number anytime I want to without your threats. You want to go to court, fine. I'll borrow the money from Amy's mom for the lawyer Randy used, and I'll fight for full custody if you want to go that route. And I believe that that's why your mom just up and left to South Dakota. And then here, the boys told me you and Amy are moving to South Dakota. What is your intention with the boys? And I said, we still have shared custody, 50-50. Them staying with you first, which is why I left you guys for 3 months. Elijah doesn't want to go. I would never take them. Yeah, let me go over here. Elijah doesn't want to go. I would never take them. I would still like to have them half the time, but I cannot continue to live in the communist state. I cannot wear a mask full time. I believe the kids not being in school is doing damage to them. Amy's mom is paying for everything. I have very little work and really don't know what we're going to do or I'm going to do when we get there. Was trying to refinance the house and property but can't because the mobile home had been moved twice, more than once. With that, was going to see if Cliff would pitch in some money, and I was going to pitch in some to buy you, which is Nicole Anderson, a house in South Dakota or whatever state she wanted. A lot of cheaper houses for $30,000 to $50,000. But now, with no refinance, I guess we share custody long distance. Also, Elijah said you would never move to South Dakota. At this point, I'm waiting till spring. And this is proof I never abandoned you both.